everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We have a team coming into this game in hope of joining the ranks of the select few teams that have finished the regular season undefeated. Let's see if they can keep that dream alive with a win here in this one. It's the Saints going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Slot man moves right. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. There's Breeze. And he finds his man Griffin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now a first down following that long gain. On the counter, here's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back to throw now on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Back that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Over. Back down to that Philly. Now let's go.
On second down, Collins. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. on second down, Kamara. And he's got room. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
No, check, Patriot. Watch it,
looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
Now let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Our first look at the end. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In motion right is Thomas. And the play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes.
Got it.
that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze now. Again has it complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's Collins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A beautiful fake.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
21. Here we go. Ready.
Shift together here from the D-line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And an alley to run. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Trying the left side with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Toss play, Kamara. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Breeze now to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown.
There goes Alex Collins, the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play that time for the Ravens. 61 yards. Defense showing blitz. Back to throw here. Steps away. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they're operating in the red zone. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On third down, here's Kamara. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all. Yeah,
I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Collins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And on 2nd and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right there around the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing now is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a give to Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, Charles.